So I see Diana has joined us. Hi, Diana.
Hello.
So we're just about to get started again. So your timing is perfect, Diana. So thank you for joining us today for the clubs room in the Popcorn with a Program in Advanced Manufacturing. My phone just tried to vibrate itself off my desk, so I apologize. So we just want to share some information with you about clubs, how to join them, some of our clubs that are related to applied technology and things like that. I do want to just take a moment to remind you, if you want to enter the best bowl contest, and I always let students know it doesn't have to be a bowl. I have a kitty cat mug that I could possibly use to hold popcorn. There's not popcorn in here right now, which kind of makes me sad, but I could use it to hold popcorn, or anything else that's around my desk or room that I could visualize using popcorn. We also can do fun other backgrounds if you have the capability to do a virtual background. So right now I just have our normal Popcorn with the Program, but we've had some really good entries via virtual backgrounds. But I just want to take a few moments and kind of introduce you to some different resources for you to utilize as students, and why you should utilize them. What I want to introduce you to first is our Pima Engage platform. And I'm going to go ahead and share a quick video of that with you. So give me a thumbs up if you can hear it okay once I hit play.
Pima Engage powers all student organizations and activities on campus. It encourages you to connect to campus, get involved, and build your co-curricular transcript. Pima Engage is an all-encompassing online platform where the Pima community can find events, join organizations, and more. It's a great tool for new and returning students, encouraging you to network and take full advantage of events and opportunities available through student life and beyond. You can personalize your profile, join groups, log your co-curricular activities to create a transcript, and navigate the event calendar, where you can check out and register for upcoming events. To get started, visit pima.edu/engage on your phone, tablet, or computer. For questions about Pima,
Jennifer, you're still muted.
Thank you. I've hosted I don't know how many of these events, and I've still done that regularly. So as I was saying, make sure you add it as a bookmark to your browser, pima.edu/engage, and that is going to take you straight to Pima Engage, which will look something like this. And they just introduced kind of a new look to it. And so if you've been using it since last semester, you may notice it looks a little bit different just in the last week or two. You may not have this new view yet, because since I have some administrative rights, I get access to new features before you. So just a heads up that it may look a little bit different, but you'll just use your My Pima login to get into Pima Engage. There are some parts of Pima Engage that are viewable by anyone, but a number of our events, if they have a Zoom link or a Meet link, they're not viewable by the public, because we just don't like Zoom bombers. We want to protect your safety and security in that way. So those events are only viewable if you're logged in through your My Pima account, which I am. So now I can see everything that's available to me. Whatever clubs I'm a member of, I can see events I've either been invited to or have RSVP'd that I'm attending. I can also see all of the upcoming events. The nice thing is the way that this is set up is it's really easy to navigate, not only on a web browser, but on your mobile devices and things like that. They do not have an app, but I have navigated this in my on my device, and it's really easy to get through. So I just want to make sure that you're all aware of that. And like I said, go ahead and bookmark this page. I have mine bookmarked and I can just easily click on it. So that is a quick introduction to clubs and where to find them. The other nice thing is if you're not quite sure what something is called or things like that. So let's say I want to know what clubs have volunteer experiences. I can even just search volunteer and it's going to show me the upcoming events. News announcements for volunteers, if there's an organization that maybe has that in their name. So there's lots of ways to get around Pima Engage. So that's a really great resource and tool for you as a student. I think we had like 500 and some events posted to Pima Engage last semester. And most of the clubs will have, as you can see, Paralegal and Law Club has a meeting Thursday, which is tomorrow at 4:30. So that's another way I can learn about how to get involved in clubs is to either go to their page or go to one of their meetings. Most of them are doing a mix of virtual and in-person meetings. So the nice thing is those that are having virtual meetings, you can attend from wherever you are. But I do want to go ahead and give some time to Michael, who is the president of our advanced manufacturing club, so that he can share some information about what they do and how to join them. So take it away, Michael.
All right, so as she said, and I'll say it again, I'm the president of the Advanced Manufacturing Club. What our club's about is finding out how things are made in the modern world, be it cars all the way down to something simple like a fork. We have a variety of machines that we have access to that we have been using to learn how things are made with manufacturing techniques, additive manufacturing, subtractive manufacturing, welding, stuff like that. We are open to having people join. We have had a lot of new members join here in the past couple of weeks. We have something like 90 projects in various stages of completion with any number of different applications or processes being used. We're having more projects brought to us every day, it seems like. And one of the things I like to point out to people who might be interested in joining the Advanced Manufacturing Club is that you don't have to be a student in any of the applied technologies or trades or anything. You can be at Pima doing whatever program you're in, or you don't even have to be a student at Pima to join. We'll have you join the club and we'll teach you whatever machines you're wanting to learn. We'll teach you anything you want to know. You just have to ask and we'll start scheduling when to teach you. A lot of the stuff we're doing is manufacturing, machining right now. We have projects coming in from various industry partners we've been establishing relationships with. We've been doing some community outreach as well in cooperation with some of the Student Senate people, like with CE Rose Elementary, we're making guitar footstools for them. We have some projects through the U of A that we've been working on. The U of A engineering capstones is one of them. We're working with some teams like the Raytheon team and the Asteroid Bennu project. We also have a couple clubs we're working with at U of A, like the Formula One team and the Baja team. A lot of the stuff we're doing is very interesting, and I've been having a blast learning new stuff. If you're interested, we're on Pima Engage. Just shoot a message over and we'll get back to you and we can talk about it. Cool stuff. I think that's really about it. I'd like to show you guys a couple of the projects I've been working on personally over the last semester or two being here at Pima. One of which is one of the projects that was brought to us by an industry partner. I'm going to share my screen here. It is this project here for a robot capable of flight and rolling. We've been working with them. They've been giving us the print. We've been giving feedback on how you can best make manufacturing easier and more cost effective. This design has since been scrapped because a lot of issues have been discovered along the way with us consulting with them on that. One of the other ones I've been working on is some of the stuff I've come across in my degree. That this is one of the projects I've been working on here with my advanced classes in my degree, like right at the end, since I've just finished here in the last semester. A lot of it's like you can import a 3D model into your software, and then you can put toolpath on so you can cut it inside your machine. A lot of it seems kind of advanced, but a lot of it's just pushing the right buttons in the right places. That's really all I've got. I don't really know what else I need to cover. I think I've covered everything. If not, I'll cover it if anyone has questions. And I'll hand the floor back over and we can keep the ball rolling.
I couldn't find my mute button. I apologize. Thanks for sharing. It's always cool to see what all our different clubs are up to, what projects they're working on and things like that. So speaking of, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our representative today from our Pima Aztec Student Senate, Namrata Patel. You are our Senate Treasurer, correct? Yes. So go ahead and take it away.
So, hi, good Namu. I'm the Student Senate for the Pima Online Campus. The Senate is a liaison between the students and the board. We like to take all the concerns and questions that students have and come up with ways to make it better, whether it's education, whether it's the community, whether it's programs that you guys want to see. We're there to help you guys with that. Applications are opening on the 1st, but I think they're already open. Student Senate has a Pima Engage. We do hold office hours. It is not like the office hours with professors. We like for you to come in and talk with us, whether it's for questions or concerns or just to come and chill. We are there every week. All of us have different office hours, different times, different days. All of that information is on Pima Engage. Jennifer has put that link in the chat. Thank you, Jennifer. So please join us and get to know more about Senate and how you can join and what you can do being part of it. So thank you for having me. Jennifer, I'm going to send it right back to you.
All right, thanks so much. And as Namu mentioned, the Student Senate application and election period is coming up. If you have more questions about how to, what all is entailed or how to apply, we do have an upcoming information session for that. And so just going to show you that page right now on the Student Senate Q&A, which is March 11th from 4 to 4:45. If you have questions, that you would like to ask prior to that, obviously, that's not for another couple weeks. So you can email pcc-studentlife@pima.edu. And that email goes to all of the student life team. If you want it possibly to get a student senator's perspective on things, we also have an email address that goes to all of the student senators, and that's pcc-studentsenators@pima.edu. So definitely encourage you to check those out. And if you have any questions right now, we can go ahead and handle your questions.
I honestly don't have any.
That's okay. So I think we touched on some of these are kind of our general questions that we put up, not only to make sure we answer them, but also to help maybe you think of any questions that you might have. So how do I join a club right now? The best way to get connected to clubs is to go to Pima Engage. All of our active clubs are on Pima Engage. If you are interested in forming a new club, which the Advanced Manufacturing Club, I think, just started in the fall, it's a pretty straightforward process, and any of the student life coordinators can help you through that. So the best way to learn how to join a club is to go to their Pima Engage page. They have, contact information. They usually list when their meetings are, things like that. And then depending on the club and what they're doing, the meetings may be in person, they may be virtual. So a lot of our clubs are doing a mix of things. And then I'll let my club representatives answer what are some activities that your club usually does.
I'll go first. Generally, what our club does is we have a Discord server that we use to communicate and schedule things so that we can work in an efficient manner without having to continually do project handovers. We have the club members, they will say, hey, I'm free these times. Is anyone else free at these times? And then they'll meet and work on the project they're working on in particular. We've been trying to divvy up projects a little bit better so that more people can not feel so overwhelmed when it comes to learning new equipment and machines and whatnot. A lot of the stuff we do, though, is manufacturing. Machining based is one of the heavy ones we've been doing because the majority of our club members are in the machining program.
I'll go next. Student Senate is currently working on a mural project, and there'll be more information posted on Pima Engage once we're closer to actually starting the project, and that will be open for all the students and faculty and staff to come out and help us with it. It's going to be a great event of painting a wall. The theme is community and the pandemic put together, and how it's brought us a lot closer with everything that's is happening around right now. And that is what currently the Student Senate is working on. Other activities that we are a part of is like the Popcorn with a Program or the cafe. We pop in and introduce ourselves every once in a while. So other than that, I don't think we have anything else going on right now. Jennifer?
I mean, I think that's quite a bit that you do. So the only other question we usually tend to get is, basically, why should I join a club? Like, how is this going to help me either in my classes right now or in my future after I leave Pima?
One of the things we've put a lot of emphasis on in the advanced manufacturing club is learning. Learning either the machines or just knowing how you go about learning certain things can be a very valuable skill in, say, machining. And with the aging workforce in a lot of the trade laborers and communities, a lot of people are getting ready to retire, and we're going to need a lot more people coming through here in the next couple of years or so, because a lot of these people are, the average age is 50 something. And this was a couple of years ago last time I looked at it. It's getting to the point where we're going to need a lot of people, because we're not going to be able to meet the demand when the supply is going to start going down. We always try to learn new things and do cool stuff, and I've always really enjoyed being in a manufacturing career. I've been working in a shop for a little bit over a year now. I've been doing this for 7 years in an educational environment. I've really just always found something new to learn. There's never stopping with the learning.
Leadership help build your confidence and communication for your future in any career. So I think it's a great idea to have that experience. I was a bit shy, so talking in public is not my thing, but being part of Senate and joining some of these programs has kind of helped me be more open and talkative about a lot of things. So I think it would be a great idea for you guys to join not only Senate, but any of the clubs that are being offered at Pima.
And the nice thing about a lot of our clubs is you can choose your level of involvement. Like if you want to be involved in multiple different projects they're working on and things like that, you can be. You choose your level of commitment. None of us here are saying you have to, start your own club and be the president of that club, although we will definitely help you if that's what you want to do. But there's lots of great things that you can get from joining a club, besides just meeting and hanging out with your fellow Pima students, which is a great reason to also join a club. So I do want to just make sure that everybody also has access to the virtual handouts folder. So any of our presenters in any of the rooms today, if they have some sort of handout, it'll be in that virtual handouts folder. We also have our feedback survey. So you did part 1 of the survey, that's part 2. You don't have to do it right now, but just before you leave the Popcorn with a Program event, we just ask that you do it. And for those of you that have joined us, now is the point in time that if you have any last questions, let us know. Otherwise, I can move you to one of our other breakout rooms. And those are our PCC advisors. So if you want to learn more about the programs at Pima, we have our Dean of Applied Technology, some of our faculty and staff in another room. And then if you've been in this program and you're thinking about what your other opportunities to transfer to one of our 4-year partners might be, we also have a transfer advisor room. So you can either drop it in the chat where you'd like me to move you, or you can unmute yourself and just let me know, and I have the magical controls. I can move you to another breakout room.
Like I told Julia, just surprise me. I've got to go to all 4. So
You gotta go to. Have you been?
It's not the transfer. I went
Not
to
transfer. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.